Shalom, friends. I'm Matt Charnay, the Jewish Life and Interfaith Outreach Coordinator for the Religious Diversity and Pastoral Care Office here at DePaul. Thank you so much for taking part in this wellness walk, and you are about to experience the Labyrinth. So what is a labyrinth, right? Labyrinths are geometrical patterns used for walking or tracing as a tool to assist consciousness. They've been in existence for thousands of years, and in fact, no one's really sure of the origin of the very first labyrinth. There's a Greek myth, of course, that the labyrinth is what holds the Minotaur, but now we experience labyrinths in a very different way, using them for meditative, spiritual, and even prayer purposes. So why do we walk a labyrinth? A labyrinth is a tool to aid in self-consciousness, to unwind, to de-stress, to give ourselves a moment of just sacredness, set apart from the regular time of day, to just be human doings, or being human beings instead of human doings, as a good friend of mine used to say. So how do you walk a labyrinth? Enter the labyrinth at the starting point. Take as long as you need to get there, but when you get to the center, pause. Take a moment of reflection, turn, and exit the labyrinth in the exact same path that you used to come in. How long does it take? That's kind of up to you. Some people, it can take up to 15 minutes. Some people can spend over an hour in the labyrinth. Your breathing, your pace, your mindfulness all affect the time it takes, and it really is up to you how long you spend on the labyrinth itself. Now, you have to walk it alone. What if there's other people in this labyrinth? It's okay. If multiple people are on the labyrinth at once, take your time. If you encounter someone either coming right towards you or behind you, simply the person who's taking their time a little bit slower, maybe a little bit more mindful, step off the path for just a moment, let that person cross, and step back on, breathing and bringing yourself back into the mindset of the labyrinth. So, well, what if you're at home? What do you do if you're at home and you don't have this labyrinth in front of you? There's a few different things you can do. You can create your own labyrinth out of something in your house. Either trace your own way of walking with pencil, paper. You can actually make a labyrinth out of leaves in your backyard or at the park. Or one of my favorite things to do is just make an intentional path around your neighborhood. Choose some nice pathways, some nice sidewalks, some nice places to walk, and make sure you're intentional about where you're going to be walking before you start out on your journey, and then you end back up the same place that you start. Now, if you're here at the labyrinth or walking in your home or in your own neighborhood, what do you focus on while you're walking? There's an infinite number of things to focus on. There's no right or wrong way to enter the labyrinth. There's no right or wrong thing to think about. What you think about while you meditate, while you breathe, and while you pray is up to you. So I encourage you to take this time, take this moment, take this breath that's given to us and use it for the most it can be. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope to see you soon, safe and sound next year. Have a wonderful day. Shalom. Peace.